thought we were all safe before drowning.
If you're braver than me, you can take a look around this temple and tell me if you feel safe.
I suppose I'll have to find that answer for myself. I remember falling alongside the sisters of my convent. The Anchoress! Have you seen a little girl come through here?
I expected a ladder out of here, but it turns out hell has an elevator. I've seen others leave out that way, so that might be your best chance at finding your girl. I can tell you I've been out there, and I don't mind just biding my time here. If you want to fight those horrors out there like the others, that's your business.
I don't think there's anything I can do to help you.
I have fought the good fight. I have kept the faith. I am already being poured out like a drink offering, and the time for my departure is near.
Your fight is over. Rest now.
Please, take these to continue the fight and bring my torment to an end. me here. I was a martyr twice now. I should be with the Word.
How are you here? Didn't I kill you?
Have I not prophesied in your name? And in your name cast out these devils? And in your name done many wonderful works? How could you not know me? We are all born
helps those who help themselves. I'm not sitting here to die again. You must help me clear the blockage on the organ pipes. I vaguely remember doing something like this to escape before. I'm in no state to do it myself, unfortunately, but I have done the preparation if you simply activate the sea mines.
I can take it from here. Thanks for doing the hard part. Talking to?
Oh, I always think aloud while I work.
Anyway, I have read about you within the word's prophecy. You are the valiant protector of the anchors, are you not, sister?
Suppose I am. What's it to you?
Well, you're as charming as I'd read. Anyway, how about we get you a map to help you on your journey to find the Mother Superior and...
Shut up! She's not that part of the prophecy yet.
Oh, right. I mean, find the anchors. For a small fee, of course.
is good to see there are those who can still buy and sell things at a time like this. Quite the economy. Best of luck with your quest. We'll be reading about you with great anticipation. I had some doubts before, but having you show up like this has renewed my faith. The word truly is looking out for us. We can finally get out of here and get some help. Oh, I can kiss you if you weren't stuck in these suits.
Though I appreciate the gratitude, we can save the kiss until we get out of this nightmare. And maybe a little longer after that.
Fair enough. I wish I could remember what's at the top. I can remember that I activated this before, but... What is that?
You are now but a perishable body. Flesh and blood cannot inherit my kingdom. You were once a martyr for me. Cast yourself into the stained glass to awaken and become imperishable, preserved for eternity within my word.
Jump, 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 jump.
It seems that the monarch still protects you. You must have made a deal with him to deny your place within my prophecy. I see. At will, I can peel back the curtain and rewrite your minor role within the story of this world. Any progress you make is because I have either allowed it or directly dictated it. If you would forsake me, then I shall remove you from my prophecy, and you shall cease to be. Stuck here for eternity, until you succumb to despair and beg to be remade in my image and used as I see fit.
Forgive me.
The word grows stronger by the second, and my ability to fight back is waning. I have kept you and the rest of the faithful within this dream I have created, unable to be martyred, in order to deny the word the sacrifices he requires to manifest into the world and end all life. The only way to stop the word is to rewrite him. We can use the divine instruments of the ink found within Wormwood in the west and a quill plucked from the feathers of Apollyon in the east. We are all currently slaves to fate, but I can offer you my mark of protection against the word. It should protect you at least long enough to find the ink and quill. Will you save yourself and the anchoress by joining me in our rebellion against the tyranny of the word?
It seems like none of us have a choice but to fight against the word. I will try my best to find these divine instruments.
Look upon your hand for my mark, and go with the knowledge that all within my kingdom will assist you on your journey. We will see an end to this nightmare, and the dream will once again be restored to its former glory as a paradise on earth.
Is that you? You look exactly the same as you had a decade ago when we were dropped into the dream. Where have you been?
A decade? It was only a few days ago that we were all falling into the dream. And you, where is the starry-eyed child I once knew?
I would have died long ago had it not been for the gift the word granted me. I was far too young when I arrived within the third temple. My blessed heart has kept me protected from the corrupted faithful.
I never received any gift. I fought tooth and nail for everything I have. Never mind that now, Anchors. We have to get you out of here to safety.
I haven't seen anyone else from the convent yet. I will follow you within the protection of my blessed heart.
Ah, the young anchoress and our newly consecrated sister. I'm so glad to see you both are well.
What happened to you, Mother?
I have been remade in his image. I was elected Mother Superior of the convent for my grand vision. The Word recognized this and guided me to these divine instruments so that I may rewrite his prophecy in my image.
You are the one who taught me that pride goes before the fall. And now, all you've done is put a pretty coat of paint on a terrible mess. Your pride blinds you to the wisdom of the Word.
You were arrogant well before the world turned you into whatever this is, Mother Superior. Look down at your own reflection and see that the Word is not something to be worshipped. It is something to fear.
Fear the Word and rejoice with trembling. Sister, I can see the hate in your eyes has not dulled with time. I could see it even in the days of the convent. I will not let you get in the way of Providence. Does the anchoress know just how far you have gone to protect her, sister? I understand. You can see now how far I have gone for all our sins. The anchoress. You did not care to look for a single other sister of the convent. Would you care to explain why to her? Or should I? Chose me! No, trust in the Word with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. I have done his will, and now the prophet is one step closer to silence! Anchoress, you will!
Another story ends, just as I had written it. Yours will end with my arrival into the dream. Anchoress.
Just promise me you refuse whatever the Word asks of you. The Monarch has given us a second chance, and I won't let you give your life to become a monster like the Mother did.
I have already fled the presence of the Word.
seek only to assist you. Now that the Mother Superior has been unwritten from the Word, her changes to his prophecy are coming undone. The dream is fraying at its seams, and you are now seeing glimpses into the waking world. The world that the Word has nearly consumed. I can show you what future will come to pass if you do not find the divine instruments to rewrite the prophecy of the Word. For I know what has already been written.